Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mousetrap, the game, in Planet Coaster, the game. Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. We've got 5 coasters that are kind of playful game coasters. Everything here is cutesy fun. Of course, as shown at the top, we have Mousetrap, which is the main feature for today's episode. I think it's gonna be a very fun one, so stay tuned and let's check it out. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Look how freaking incredible this all is. We're gonna have fun here today. It's like an episode like none other. We've seen a lot of the mythology, Viking, that sort of thing. It's time to look at something a little bit different. Kicking things off with Mousetrap, created by Bughuul, an absolute legend in this community. And here they say, I made something again. Welcome to Mousetrap. From board game to video game, based off the original board game, this ride is packed with traps, contraptions, and puzzling animations, all brought together in a colorful, playful mess. Dodge the traps and escape the humans. Bastards! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mousetrap, the boarding station. This is amazing. I love this apple core. That is brilliant. I set the minimal interval times to 33 just now, so maybe might want to give it a second to run through, just to make sure they're all doing it properly. The mice are adorable. Okay, so I expect big things out of this. I'm super excited. It's another Boogie creation, an absolute legend. Let's check it out. Ride stats here if you want to see them. And I think we're gonna, I guess we have to start off in coaster view, seat view. But I want to see this from orbit because I want to see the, ooh, matches. Oh my God, that's not good. Oh my God. Oh, get wrecked. The mouse traps are real. Oof. See the camera click on the turn there? That was totally a Park Beyond thing. For anyone that knows what I'm talking about, all 4 players. Wow. Oh my moving pieces. Let's go. Oh, he ate the mouse. Yeah, we definitely have to check this out from a different perspective because there is so much to look at. The balls are rolling. Yeah, see the click on the turn there again. Frontier didn't smooth the camera, it like snaps. Very strange. See, and again, that is so distracting. I made a mention of Park Beyond. Oh, the wheel turns. Because the Park Beyond did that on every turn in that game. Oh my spinning tunnels. This is adorable. The environment is phenomenal. I like how you made it like an immersive world rather than recreating the board. I think it would have been really boring to do Mousetrap the ride on the original board. The fact that there's hills, tunnels, it makes it feel like this is the mice universe. That is amazing. The rock wall opening. Looks like you also have an exit station and there's mouse poop and people are stepping on the poop. Oh my God. We're doing orbit view for the next one. Boogie's matches. Let's get lit. So, oh wow. There's so much to talk. I wish I could zoom in just a little bit more, but here we go. So the floating Z's, the doors opening. These doors are adorable. They're adorable. See what I did there? Oh, the matches. I think some of my favorite elements is like the rock doors. Little hobbit huts are opening up for us. But yeah, it's a natural blend between the natural beauty of the nature. See that? The rocks and the hatches. That's such a nice, clever touch. That, I love that. The splatter on the wall as well. But then you've added in the mechanical gizmos, the plastic bits of the actual Mousetrap game. So you've taken the best aspects of Mousetrap, and then the best aspects of building a roller coaster in Planet Coaster, and harmoniously combine the two worlds. And for me, this is a perfect example of an interpretation of taking something silly and mixing it with something serious. This is phenomenal. One of the best, most innovative creations we've seen from a coaster spotlight blueprint since the game has come out. Now, Boogie did make this like a couple months ago before the Flume contest. I think they submitted this literally like a week or two before I announced the Flume contest. Oh, the bucket barrel thing. Oh, and the trap comes down. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so unfortunately it took a while for us to get to this recording, because I love that door, the rock door. And it's such a good showcase of all the new things you can do in the Planet Coaster game. I don't know if this is going to be something we want to do at nighttime, but I'm just going to look. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. It's a great showcase of what you can do in Planet Coaster with all the moving gizmos. Simply like building your own custom door and then setting a rotator to rotate it open, right? Like, we don't need to rely on these barn doors opening up in this game anymore. We can build our own. And with that, we can make our own contraptions, right? You have the moving balls and the barrels and the baskets. The little guy that gets flung is so iconic to the original Mousetrap the game. Boom, into the poison. There's so many things going on here. It's just like, it's pure chaos, but it's also just a really good roller coaster. It's, like I said, it's a perfect harmony. Boop, yeet, slam of the Mousetrap, the game, and Planet Coaster. If we just kind of like remove the vibrant colors and the you know, the red and yellow, which is the iconic colors of Mousetrap, and we just look at this as a coaster, it's really nice. Like, it's a good footprint, right? Had a great queue. The nature work is phenomenal. This is a solid Wild Mouse coaster, and done in a, you know, an interesting explorative way rather than the traditional way we see over there. And I love that. But then it's also Mousetrap. So Boogie, absolute legend. Also want to give a shout out to Bughuul's YouTube channel. That is right, Bughuul also does YouTube videos. He's at 2.2 thousand subscribers, 2,200. If we can get him a little bit more, I think he deserves it. He's doing really cool build videos as well as spotlights. So he has spotlighten some other creations from creators, like this one we featured for Christmas. He also featured. So there's a few that you'll see on my channel that Bughuul has also featured, but he's also just one of the best creators. Like, back in the day when we did like contests, I believe he did the Lord of the Rings movie experience for one of like the action coaster contests or movie coaster contest, whatever it was. And the War of the Worlds, this one, that was like the craziest coaster spotlight I've ever seen of all time. And he's retaking, you know, the coasters that he's made for the contests on my show and my community, and he's just re-recording them and uploading them to his channel. Yeah, so basically Bughuul is showcasing all the stuff that he's built over the years for our contests on his channel, plus doing spotlights on top of that. So, you know, go check out Bughuul's community, join his community. He's doing a lot of amazing stuff over there, and I want to support Bughuul because he's a good friend of mine. All right, so Bughuul is kicking the episode off with a bang. Mousetrap the ride, phenomenal experience. And next up, we have Frooty Friends by Frooty, an expert in this community, and here they say, once upon a time in the whimsical land of Fruitalia, a village nestled among the lush orchard, lived a joyful group of fruity characters called the Frooty Friends. These vivacious inhabitants of Fruitalia included Benny and Banana, Adam Apple, Owen the Orange, Perry the Pear, Peter Pineapple, Gary Grape, and Sammy Strawberry, each with their unique personality and special talents. I want to know what their talents are. Thank you for the showcase. 99.9% made with basic shapes. Ran out of pieces, so inside the coaster station is empty. I wanted to make family-friendly coaster for my children to enjoy. Edward, Louis, and Layla. Aw, adorable. Shout out to you three. And it says, Peace Fruity. Aw, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh my freaking god. That was amazing and adorable. Oh my heavens. This is so cute. I noticed the camera doing some weird stuff on this one too, and this looks like it's the junior coaster replacement. Seems like Frontier keeps adding these new coaster cars and stuff to the game, but they're coming with a bag of bugs that haven't been ironed out. It's a bit unfortunate, to be honest. There's a bit of jank to it, right? It's not necessarily the design of the coaster's fault either. Anyways, this is so adorable. I laughed out. I laughed so hard when I saw when will the horror end. Help! Oh my god, these characters are amazing. The grape, Gary the Grape. Woo, a slow section. This one's cute. Wait, is he Gary the Grape? Or is that Gary the Grapevine? What's the round green one? Is that an apple? I don't know. We gotta take a closer look at these. And the banana. I am a banana. Oh, hello. Looks like my sister's fired. Whoa, no. I'm getting my sister to set these scenes up, and there's no good way to get the people back. I guess we're gonna do this. Whoever's creation this is getting a modification. There we go. We made it work. Yeah, all right. So yeah, the exit coming out the back is a little bit challenging for putting this in a park, but I think this is more just about the funness of it all than making a serious creation for people to put in their parks. It's so cute. So let's go over this again. Perry the pear, Peter the pineapple, Adam the apple, Benny the banana, Owen the orange, Gary the grape, and Sammy strawberry. Oh no, what has happened to the strawberry? My favorite is gonna be Adam the apple. He's so cute with his glasses. Yup, 100%. So fun fact, the creator Frooty was known for their creations in Planet Coaster 1 under the name of Strawberry. And they are back for Planet Coaster 2, and they're using the new alias Frooty. So if you remember Strawberry and you're an OG and remember some of their creations over the years, let me see if I can actually find one. So fun fact, I'll just show you this on my channel real quick. I put tags in every video of the creations and the creators' names. Strawberry. So this usually works. So if you do search and you're on PC and you use the search option to search through my videos, you can, like, just an example, if we type in pixelated as a famous creator, you'll find pretty much all their creations, right? For the most part, if the tags align. So what I like to do sometimes is look up the old creators. So Strawberry was featured in a bundle. So they did one of the creations in this episode. I believe they did the swamp thing. They were in another bundle there, another bundle. Back when we did coaster bundles for Planet Coaster 1, they did a Zoop, maybe? Potentially, but I think they did, yeah, the Zoo Mars. Yeah, so that's a quick look at some of the things that Strawberry potentially did. Featured in a lot of coaster bundle spotlights and potentially some contests as well. So welcome back to the community, Strawberry or Frooty, and a great way to rebrand your alias, none other than with Frooty Friends. I love it. So much creativity, so much playfulness, and it just brings me a smile. Very good. Very, very good. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be looking at Sugar Rush, created by Citronvert. Don't recognize the name, unranked, and now builder in the community. They say, I made this one to practice and also enter in weekly workshop challenge. Oh, for Frontier. It was hard to stay under 4K pieces, so I kept it simple. I'd like some feedback on the layout, and I don't know what I'm doing. I love it. Okay, this is hilarious. What are we doing here? Oh my goodness. Let's take a closer look at this. Oh my heavens. They're like custom. It's like a log flume log built over the mouse. And they look at that. When they come into the station, they connect together into one big log. Then they separate. I almost feel like you need a saw. When one takes off, the saw comes down to chop it in half. That's a fun idea, actually. The saw cuts it and then it takes off. It breaks the segments and then just to separate them. What is this? It's like a tree and a pizza. What? Why? Why is there a pizza and a tree there? I'm so confused. And what is this chocolate building? How did you do this? I have to look at this. Oh, wow. It's the bottom of a coaster support jutting out of a brown building to make chocolate bars. That is wonderful and brilliant. That is adorable. So I'm assuming this was around Christmas time or something, because is that supposed to be a Christmas tree on the log? And this is from a Frontier Challenge, because I also see a Christmas tree with a floating star. You say you don't know what you're doing, but you're having fun. And that's what's important, right? You have the chocolate house. I think it's adorable. You redecorated the mouse into something different. You put some candy decorations around, which is great. It's fun. It's playful. In terms of feedback, in terms of like you're making a mousetrap coaster, and you said you wanted feedback on the coaster, but most coasters are typically more compact. You have it very spread out, which is fine. You can do whatever you want in this game, but I would have just compacted a little bit. It's a very big layout, and you could definitely get the same layout in a much smaller coaster track, but I still had fun with it, you know, and it does represent that of a mouse coaster, where to traditional, we're just heavy turns, heavy, like no banking, just turn down, turn down, turn down, turn down. So, you know, but it does something a little bit more playful and creative. So I'm not mad at it. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it's a solid first time creation, because you've included things like the coaster sign, the station, some fun elements in the queue, and some theming, and a lot of vibrant, playful colors. So it's solid. I don't really have a lot of feedback for you other than keep having fun and keep on submitting. Great stuff. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the Twisted Tiger Lily, created by Riskier Elk 2305. And here they say, whoa, for first blueprint in Planet Coaster 2 and first blueprint sent to become a coaster spotlight due to me previously being on Xbox player since Planet Coaster 1 released on console. I didn't want to go big. I decided to choose a new LIM launch family coaster and go with the floral nature theme due to it being a junior ride, and wanted to continue being colorful and stand out to the target audience, children. There are few water elements involved and fun animation piece in the pond. It's not perfect, but it's not big, but I'm happy with it being my first blueprint because there's plenty of room for improvement in my building techniques, which I'm hopeful will come. I'm excited to get stuck into the community and hopefully eventually have some half decent coasters. Note, due to it being a blueprint, you will have to lower. Okay, cool. Absolutely freaking brilliant. Nailed it. Oh my heavens. It's adorable. It's cute. Although I don't know what's going up with your pathing. I told my sister when she sets these up to not modify people's pathing so that I know, like, if my sister would to modify things, then I would be under the impression that the creator did it that way, right? So I think the footprint can be cleaned up. You just have these pieces of paths, as you can see, that are not connected. I would tidy that up and make it just nice and compact and pretty. Maybe even gardens on either side. I don't know, some of the hedge bushes. But yeah, like compactness. Look at Bughuul's over here. It runs all the way around nice and tidy. Even has rails, because why not? And it's nice and clean. So I would do that for yours so that when you leave it up to someone like me to do it, or whoever downloads it, they're gonna maybe mess it up or have to spend the time to make it pretty, when you can include that prettiness in your blueprint Probably don't need to go with a 12-meter path either. That's very wide. Maybe just for the front and then tidy it up around the back. But aesthetically, I mean, it's a simple coaster, right? As it should be. It's a junior. It's a typical junior layout, but it's very vibrant. It's very playful. It's very colorful. I love the sign here, the Twisted Lily. It's great. And the boarding station is friendly, inviting. Everything about it is gorgeous. The garden work is really nice. It's a nice way to get stuck into Planet Coaster and a great start to playing the game. Now, just an FYI for anyone, like, you know, this isn't Coaster Spotlight's about delivering coaster experiences, right? If I had been doing it the old way that we used to do it, one per episode, this isn't exactly a video worth making all on its own, right? You guys want to tune in and see some cool coasters, but throwing it into a bundle, it works really well here. You know, we've already seen some really great big creations that, you know, bedazzle us. It's time to throw in a little small one that we can appreciate the artistry and somebody's new beginnings. So with the bundle series, there's room for submissions like this. And I think, you know, if you do a good job at it, which I think this is, you know, it's like a 3 or 4 out of 5. Like I said, you can clean up the pathwork. You can elevate it a little bit more. Maybe you could have a pond here, some sort of decoration, a tiger lily, or I don't know, some sort of statue or centerpiece there. That would have been really nice. So you could definitely punch it up. But in terms of throwing it into a bundle, I think it's good to add stuff like this in. It's just particularly, it's not going to find its place in a video unless we so happen to have more stuff like it, which we do today. It's very rare that we have, you know, I just had enough to make 5 in an episode that are fun and playful like this. So I'm just saying to everybody out there watching, get creative, have fun, do something off the cusp and submit it in. And if we get enough of them, we can make an episode that is different than Vikings and mythology. So, and with that, we can show even the small guys. So everybody deserves a shot and a showcase. So great job to there by Riskier Elk on the Twisted Tiger Lily. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on here, where the entrance is. This one has footprint issues, 100%. We're just gonna check it out from here. Mangle and Mingle, created by Oren/MrTom, unranked and outbuilder in this community. And here they say, "Hi, this is my first submission, and it was an experiment with the synchronized mirrored coasters. I wanted to create 2 coasters that twist and turn together, hence the name Mingle and Mangle. It was harder than expected. Theming wasn't a priority, so it's kind of minimal and more realistic. Thank you." Boom. I added the Moo Moo Milkshake song to the coaster. There was no music. I say there's a time and a place to use music. If you're not focused on the theming, it's all about the coaster layout and on that sort of thing. Definitely feel like some music can enhance it. And the pink and blue is very Cosmic Cowie for the Moo Moo Milkshake, so I thought it fits here. It's great. What is this? The Sims logo over here? What is that? Coaster layout's a little bit, it could use some smoothing on some of the elements there. You don't see this every day. A drive tire loop, that's kind of cool. I think that's interesting, right? I'd love to see some more interactions. We have some interactions in the middle with the dueling elements. They kind of roll over each other and twist over here, which is cool. But, you know, like we gain all the speed and immediately hit the trim brakes and do a couple things and back into the station, and it's all trim brakes and drive tires back in. So I would have loved to see the coaster layout be a little bit more elaborate with the speed that you gave us off this initial launch and just stretch that out, have having more elements over here rather than just cutting all the speed and bringing it into the station. But the pink and blue I'm a fan of, and I would have gone more adorable with it. I think the pink and the blue and the mingle and the mangle, mingle, I don't know what you call it. Has an element of adorableness to it, which is why we found it in today's episode. So I think, you know, just lean into it, put the Moo Moo milkshakes in, put Cosmic Cow sitting on the center right here. I don't know, just get crazy with it. I think it's a fun start. If you dialed in the coaster there and then added some more elements of theming to it, could have been really, really fun. But you try to keep the footprint nice. You got fencing all the way around. You got some nature work. You know, didn't really do anything with the queue, but hey, you know, you have a nice boarding station. So there's elements there where I think this is like, there's some effort in there, right? It's not just a coaster layout and said, send it in, let's just show Johnny my coaster design. Now you've added a little bit of theming and a little bit of nature work, some fencing, a little bit of realism, some path work with that as well. So, you know, it's definitely checking all the boxes to get a feature, but I would love to see this punched up just a little bit to the level and creativity that we're seeing from some of the other creators here today. So it's a good start though, absolutely. So welcome to the community, MrTom. Hope to see some more from you in the future. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 extremely fun and adorable creations here today. My favorite's gonna go to Bughuul. Mousetrap is phenomenal, and Mr. or Mrs. Frooty killing it with the basic shape art. Love to see it, and a strong effort from our beginners and new members to this community. Great stuff, everybody. What did you guys think of today's creations? Fire away down in the comments below, and that's gonna do it for today's episode of Coaster Spotlight. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Bye now.